Campeões, vocês aqui sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. Dessa vez estamos aqui aguardando o começo da live da prévia de atualização 2.5. Nossas expectativas estão assim a 1000, porque realmente a gente ficou muito tempo sem nenhuma atualização aqui. Foi o que? Quase 2 meses? Por aí, né? Então, eu confesso que eu tava até dando uma miada nos vídeos porque eu não tô tendo tanta vontade de jogar ultimamente o wildrift, porque é um patch que assim já tá passado, ninguém aguenta mais. A gente quer mudança, a gente quer coisas novas, a gente quer uma mudança no meta e a nossa expectativa é que esse patch realmente mude isso. Parece que vai ter bastante coisa legal vindo, além dos 3 novos campeões, né? Caitlyn, Veigar e Jayce, que provavelmente vão ser anunciados nessa prévia de atualização. Então, velho, tamo aguardando aí, vai começar daqui 9 minutos, eu vou assistir com vocês aqui, tá? A Riot vai fazer uma live no canal oficial do Wildrift BR, então assim que terminar essa live o vídeo já vai ao ar. Eu não tô gravando isso em live, tô fazendo isso off-stream. Então, só pra vocês saberem, tava um pouco desanimado com o jogo mesmo, por isso que os vídeos deram uma miadinha aí, mas acho que isso foi um feeling geral, acho que tanto os players como os outros criadores de conteúdo também estavam passando por isso. Mas vamos lá, velho, fé que esse patchzinho aí vai mudar tudo, vamos que vamos, assim que estiver começando a gente volta. 10 segundos aí, rapaziada, contagem regressiva, vamos lá, tamo preparadíssimo. Riot, por favor, velho, salva nosso jogo aqui, cara. Ah, e lembrando, vai ter skin do Tryndamere pra região do Brasil, hein? Vamos lá. Salve, Alan. Os próximos meses, ai meu Deus, não é agora. Análise do ano. O que é isso?
Before we get into what's coming up, October 27th marks a year since we first entered our regional open beta. A lot has changed in the past year. We wanted to take a quick look back on the journey that we've taken so far.
Os caras vão fazer um rewind de tudo que aconteceu, os lançamentos e tudo mais. Aquela leve enrolação no começo, né? Acho meio desnecessário um rewind agora, porque o jogo ainda é muito novo pra fazer um rewind, sei lá, não teve tanta coisa assim. Tá, parando pra pensar, teve bastante boneco, mas ainda é muito novo. Meu Deus, apareceu o Yasuo, velho, não. Por favor, não dê palco pra esse boneco. As KDA, linda, maravilhosa. Wildrift, ah tá, os esports, posição de role. Nossa, o passe do Timo, velho, pelo amor de Deus. Não, por favor.
Thanks for joining us in our first year. It's surely been a wild ride, but we're just getting started.
Estamos apenas começando.
We have a ton of exciting stuff in the pipeline for the upcoming year, and look forward to when we can unveil all of it to you.
Novos campeões. Bora, bora, bora. Mais do que a gente já sabe, hein, por favor.
2.5. 2.5 brings a whole host of updates to Wildrift, including new champions. Veigar, tiny master of evil,
que bonitinho,
is making his villainous debut in
boneco é muito roubado.
A master of the dark arts, Veigar rains destruction and doom upon his enemies, both as a mid laner
igual ao PC. Igual ao PC. Cara, é muito roubado essa caixa, na moral. Olha esse boneco. Caitlyn vai ser uma ótima deck carry no Wildrift. Muita range.
Set traps for your enemies and execute them with your ultimate, ace in the hole. The Sheriff of Piltover
igualzinho ao PC também.
In November.
Novembro.
Joining Caitlyn on the Rift is Jayce, the defender of tomorrow. Ruling the Baron lane with his trusty Hextech invention, Jayce can switch between the Mercury Hammer and the Mercury Cannon to smash or blast his way to victory. Power up with Jayce starting in November.
Vai ser o primeiro campeão no Wildrift, vai ter 2 formas, né, no caso. Vamos ver como vai ser a mecânica.
Spicy gameplay updates. For starters, we're adding a second Rift Herald spawning later in the game to draw more attention to the Baron side of the map.
2 arautos.
This will accomplish a few things. Give players an objective to take before Baron, encourage more team fights that aren't focused at Dragon, and increase the individual carry power of a player since Herald can be taken solo. Rift Herald will also deal more damage to turrets as well as take more damage when it headbutts them.
Nossa, tá tomando muito dano.
We're delaying Baron's initial spawn time, while its respawn time remains unchanged. This means Rift Herald can be captured twice before Baron enters the map.
2 arautos antes do Baron, então, família. Interessante, hein?
For non-buff camps to respawn, while improving the gold they offer. We hope this makes farming the jungle feel less hectic.
Deram uma nerfada no power farm da jungle, hein?
Comes with one of our most important and fun features yet. Katarina, take it away.
Katarina, guildas. Olha.
Hey everyone, I'm Katarina and I am so excited to talk about
Oi,
guilds.
Katarina.
So, you play a few games here and there with your friends, but you wish you could do more. Wildrift is at its best when you're playing with the people you care about. With guilds, we're giving you a new way to progress together and earn sweet rewards.
Tô interessado pra saber do que se trata isso aí, viu?
Head over to the guild tab once you're level 9 to create your own guild and invite your friends.
Que legal!
Together, you can start your journey towards earning exclusive rewards. Creating a guild will cost 400 Poro coins or 200 wild.
Já bora fazer a guilda do canal, família. Vambora.
When you create a guild,
Bonde
you'll
dos
be
anão.
able to customize its name, tag, icon and more.
Cara,
Your
legal.
guild's name and icon will be displayed in plenty of places, such as your profile page, matchmaking banner, and on the leaderboards. If your friend wants to run the show, you can join theirs instead when they send you a nifty invite. You might be curious what's been going on at the guild while you've been grinding away. Just access
Tem
the
todo
feed
histórico,
to stay up to
será?
date on your friends' activities. Here, you can see your guild's open parties and social shares. Express your reaction to the news with emotes. Want to brag about your latest Baron steal or line up your next 5-stack? Head to the guild chat, where you'll find a dedicated space to you and your guildmates to communicate. Once
É
you've
sistema
settled
de
in,
comunidade,
you can
né?
play with your guildies and earn extra
Basicamente.
blue motes and XP, all while racking up points to earn special
Nossa,
rewards.
tem recompensas,
We
legal.
want guilds to be safe places for players to socialize. After all, the fun can only be had when players treat each other fairly. Leaders will be able to manage their guild and ensure the environment remains friendly and welcoming. Nominated officers will also be able to help keep the peace. Additionally, players will be able to report offensive guild names, tags, and descriptions. These tools should help you and your friends make sure everyone's having a good time. Before I hand it back to Alan, I want to tell you one more thing.
One more thing,
As
huh?
our biggest social feature yet, we designed the guild system as a place for players to gather and forge friendships.
Qual será o
And what
limite de
better way to
pessoas?
strengthen those bonds than through some fiery competition? That's where guild versus guild comes in.
Ô, louco!
In GVG, you and another guild
GVG
fight on
no
opposing
LoL.
sides of a champion rivalry. You'll see some interactions between that week's champions to set the stage for the oncoming fight. To win a GVG matchup, your guild has to collectively earn more supplies than your opponents. The guild with the most supplies at the end of the week
Meu Deus,
wins
que rolo,
glory
mano.
for
Isso é
their
muito coisa
side and
chinesa.
some cool rewards.
Isso
But
é
more
muito
on
coisa
that.
da China, velho.
So, how do you
Jogo
earn
chinês.
supplies? Each week has 4 community missions, most of which require teaming up with other guildmates and playing games of Wild Rift together. Everyone in the guild can contribute to these missions throughout the week. And like any good team fight, there's strength in numbers. The more guildmates you play with, the more supplies you earn. Now, here's where it gets spicy. At the start of the week, all players are given a role for the battle ahead.
Cada jogador tem uma
Half
função na
of you are
batalha.
considered armed and ready to fight for the cause. The other half are unarmed and will need a helping hand. If you're unarmed, no problem. Just play a game with an armed guildmate to get access to all your rewards. If you're armed, do your part to bring as much of your guild as you can into the fray. The more armed players at the end of the week, the higher your total supplies. If you had a rough start early
Cara,
in
é
the week,
muita
don't
informação
worry.
para um sistema de
There's
guilda.
one more thing you can do to claim victory. You can still come out on top by committing sabotage. Every
Sabotagem.
Friday, the guild with a smaller pile of supplies has the unique opportunity to sabotage their opponent. Sabotaging is a sneaky, last-ditch effort to reduce your opponent's final score, and all you have
Meu.
to do is play games with your guild. But sabotaging isn't easy. It
Eu
requires
já vou
the
falar,
full
tá,
power
rapaziada? É
of
que eu tô
friendship, so only 5 stacks of
esperando ela
guildies
terminar.
can contribute to a sabotage. The winning team has a chance to defend these shenanigans by playing with their own groups of 5 to maintain their place at the top. At the end of the week, we total up your guild supplies from completed missions with a bonus based on how many of your team are armed and ready, and factoring in any sneaky sabotages. And the side with the most supplies at the
Tá,
end
basicamente
wins
eles
that week
colocaram um
GVG.
minigame
By
dentro do LoL.
participating in GVG,
E
you and
aparentemente
your
um
guild
minigame
will
até
earn
que bem
unique rewards,
complexo.
such as new ways to customize guilds, bubbles, player emblems, Poro coins, and more.
Mas a questão é, será que os players vão ligar pra isso?
It's a lot, we know. We're hoping this will be second nature once you're in the middle of the action. We've been working on guilds for a while now, so we're super excited for you and your friends to dive in. Now, back to Ellen to tell you about all the other cool stuff coming to Wild Rift.
Cara, deixa eu desligar a legenda aqui, senão vai dar gatilho em vocês.
Now that ARAM is a
Aran.
player mode in Wild Rift, We're looking forward to continuously supporting the mode from here on out. All random, all mid is perfect for players who want to jump right into the action. ARAM is all about fast games, non-stop team fighting, while giving you a lower stakes way to test out champs that you don't play quite as often.
O que eles vão melhorar no ARAM?
From the last test run, Scryer's blooms will soon appear.
Nossa, flor evidente no ARAM, velho. Passe wild, passe wild, passe wild, sem timo, sem timo.
We're aiming to have a new wild pass in each patch.
Quem que é esse?
Later
Tristana?
this month, you'll be able to get your hands on a brand new pass featuring Explorer Tristana.
Bonita, bonita.
To give you a better understanding of the differences between the basic pass and the premium pass, we've updated how rewards are displayed. More rewards are also being added to the free pass track.
Atualizações no gerenciamento de partidas. Vamos lá, matchmaking. É isso que a gente quer, mudanças.
Let's talk about matchmaking in Wild Rift. Ever since the open beta began, we know matchmaking has been a pain point for players, and while we've been constantly tweaking things behind the scenes, we're making some sizable changes to improve your matches in patch 2.5.
Obrigado, a gente agradece.
We're now going to base your games entirely on your matchmaking rating.
Nossa, isso é interessante.
This will make matches much fairer overall. This change
Classificação.
will sometimes see a wider rank gap in their games, such as an Emerald player in a Master Tier game. When this happens, the lower ranked player will have an icon on their loading screen card to indicate that they've been playing at a skill level above their rank. It's there to help you trust that you're being matched with and against equally skilled players. We're also tightening the gap behind the scenes on who can match together in the same game. We want you to trust that our matchmaking system is pitting you against players of similar skill while keeping your queue time short and ensuring that you can play at the position you want. Keep an eye out for a devlog later this month that deep dives into these matchmaking upgrades.
Tá, ele foi bem breve sobre isso, então, enfim, mudanças de qualidade de vida.
In our mission to improve your experience with each patch, we're making some other quality of life changes in patch 2.5 as well. We've given the share screens a visual upgrade. Now your accomplishments will look even sweeter when you show them off to your friends. For players looking to share their live gameplay, we're adding a feature that allows you to immediately begin streaming on Twitch.
Lives na buia todo dia, meio-dia em família.
Now, you can connect with your viewers with a simple tap.
Novas skins. Vamos ver.
As most of you know by now, a new patch means new skins. To kick things off, take a look at the Dragon Mancers. These are powerful mortals fortunate enough
que
to
lindo.
have gained the ultimate blessing from dragons. Whether they use that for good or
Nossa,
evil
que
is up to them.
lindo, velho. Grande. Olha, ele é um sol, ó. Da hora, da hora. Tá bonito. Ashe. Meu Deus, mano, que linha de
These
skin
skins will
linda.
land in Wild Rift later this month, where you can check them out in the Way of the Dragonmancer event. Patch 2.5 is packed with new skins beyond events too. Let's take a quick peek at some other skins headed your way.
Irelia Espada Divina. Aê! Esmeralda Pira. Riven Espada Valorosa. Irelia Espada Divina é linda, cara. Nami Cajado Esplendoroso. Jana Feiticeira. 12 skins pra sup, hein? Olha só. O Kong do Submundo. Skin bem bonita do Kong também. Leona Eclipse Solar. Nossa, essa skin é muito louca. Ó. Caitlyn Caçadora de Cabeças. Red Hunter. É a skin que vai vir com ela, então. Veiga do Super Vilão. Tinha skin melhores pra trazer do Veiga, eu acho. Mas tudo bem. Arcane. Vai falar sobre a série do Netflix?
We're looking forward to diving deeper into the world of Piltover and Zorn to celebrate Arcane, our animated show launching November 6th on Netflix globally and Tencent Video in China. We'll have a themed event and so much more in store, so stay tuned. Thanks for joining us for another look at what's on the horizon for Wild Rift, and I'll see you next time.
É isso? Acabou? Ok, família. Ai, seguinte, velho. Vou ser muito breve com vocês. Esperava um pouco mais, talvez mais informações, mais novidades. Algo falando sobre uma possível mudança aí, buffs, nerfs e tudo mais. Achei que poderia ter mais pelo tempo que a gente esperou a atualização. Mas vamos ver a hora que vier o patch notes, porque nem sempre no dev diário eles trazem tudo que vai acontecer, beleza? Muita coisa fica pro patch notes. Então, mano, é isso. Deixa aí nos comentários o que vocês acharam, se chegou na sua expectativa, se gostou das mudanças de ter 2 arautos antes do barão. Enfim, deixa aí nos comentários o que vocês acharam, beleza? Eu vou estar em live provavelmente logo após postar esse vídeo, então se você quiser me acompanhar agora, meio-dia, estarei na buia. Então, vem com nós. Um beijo pra todo mundo, Fenix aqui, falou e até mais.